Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Brownlee, your host of Body of Christ Real Talk. Welcome to Super Saturday. Super Saturday, when I don't talk about anything but health. How to lose weight, the techniques of losing weight, what's going on in my health and weight loss diet. That's what I usually get into on Super Saturday. But lately, through the week, I'm going to do a series. I have a new series for my new listeners or for the ones that's been listening to my show. A series I am doing now that's called "The Food That I Love Was Killing Me." The food that I love was killing me. Each segment is 15 minutes long, so I just advise you and I recommend you to listen to those past shows that I have done building up to this series and leading up, to what I want to get out there for people that are concerned about their health, that are obese, and want to lose weight. Simple as that. Just want to lose weight. Tired of being tired. Tired of having all that, overweight and bad health and stuff on you. Now, continuing tonight or this morning, I want to talk about the show. What I'm going to be talking about tonight is something I just thought about just a few minutes ago. Like I say, you know me, I say things off the cuff. I don't plan it. I just, whatever comes to my heart, that's what I talk about before it just fades away. So this is what came to my heart tonight. I want to talk about life without carbohydrates. Life without carbs, without carbohydrates. What it is to be living a life eating food without carbohydrates. And for the ones that don't understand what I mean by carbohydrates, there's different types of carbohydrates out there. Most of them are bad. Believe it or not, most of them are bad. You have somewhat good carbohydrates, and you have bad carbohydrates. What is considered a good carbohydrate? Good carbohydrates, and not all, because some carbs are pretty decent, but everybody, I'll get to that later. But good carbohydrates is considered fruits, veggies. Some people might say nuts and, lentils and stuff like that. Some people, if for each his own or whatever. But the main carbs that's considered pretty decent and good are vegetables and fruits. And there's others out there and stuff like that, but I'm just going to name those vegetables and fruits and stuff like that is known as somewhat good carbohydrates. Bad carbohydrates is considered junk food. It's considered somewhat a lot of grains, a lot of flour, sugar, potato chips, cookies, breads, mostly all type of breads, flour and different things like that. See, the bad carbohydrates is also a mixture of things that's processed food. It's called ultra processed food. Most Americans, probably 80% or 85 to 90% of Americans eat ultra processed food. Sadly to say, about from what I think somebody said, about 90%, 85 to 90% of people here in America eat ultra processed food. That does not mean all that percentage is all in bad health or bad shape or obese. It just means we are very consumed here in the United States with ultra processed food because we follow the American Standard Diet. And not to the T, but American Standard Diet and everything, which is basically based on low fat, high carb diets. That's considered the American Standard Diet. Low fat, high carb diets. But you still have people eat high fat, a lot of fat, and a lot of carbs. It's either low fat, high carb here in the US of A, or it's either high fat mixed up with high carbohydrates. See, that's when it becomes a problem. Both of those are a problem. Both of those are a problem if you're considering trying to stay in health or lose weight or maintain your weight. And there's many diets out there that help you do that, but since I only talk about the low carb diet, low carb is one of the best ways to maintain your health and maintain your weight. The low carb diet, okay, in my opinion. All right, life without carbohydrates for me. And I've been carbohydrate free, not 100%. I say about 98% carbohydrate drinks, plural, free for 10 months now. For 10 months, almost a year. With no carbohydrates to just 3 to 5 grams of carbohydrates. Let me put it that way. Just say I average about 2 to 5 grams of carbohydrates. Most of the time, 0 carbs, but from 2 to 5 grams of carbohydrates, I've been free. Life without carbs is a journey. My journey is a journey, is a lifestyle. And it's hard for anyone to comprehend living a life without eating carbohydrates. Many people don't really concentrate on carbohydrates, and some people don't even know what a carbohydrate is. And you think about it. I never thought about this until now, because this is my first time ever. I ate low carb before when I understood what carbs was. But this is my first time in my whole entire life. In my whole entire life, listen to me closely now, because even when I was a baby, even some of the milk and stuff I consumed had carbs in it. So basically, this is the first time in my life that since I have been alive, that I have been eating or consuming liquids without carbohydrates. And that's something I'm thinking about. The majority of my life, I would have never thought that I would be consuming foods and avoiding carbohydrates. Now, another thing I would never see, the things that I'm avoiding is the things that I loved. Listen to me carefully. The things that I'm avoiding, the foods that I am avoiding, or the things, because a lot of the carbohydrates are not food, really, they are not food, you know. But for familiarity's sake, just say the foods that I was consuming, the carbohydrates, I loved. ED. And some of them, I still love them. But the difference is, even though I love them, I cannot eat them. I cannot have them in my body. You understand what I'm saying? I cannot have them in my body because it does not agree with my body. And I'm talking about me personally. So I've been doing this for 10 months on this carnivore diet, close to no carb. It's not 100%. Because I still consume a few carbs, because some meats still have carbs in it. 1 gram, maybe 2 grams. And so I don't go searching for that as much, but, just say from 2 to 5 grams of carbs. Most of the times I believe it just be 0 carbs. And that's the lowest grams of carbs in these 10 months that I have ever consumed in my life. In the next few episodes, I'm going to tell you the benefits of this real no-carb diet or lifestyle that I have been on for the last 10 months. This is a new adventure, not low carb, but no carb or close to no carb. It's a new adventure for me. And what's happening with my body? What's happening with my body? Are there any benefits? Does the benefits outweigh the costs? I'm going to get into that in the upcoming podcast. since I have not been eating any carbs or very low carbs. To give you just a little hint of what I'm going to be talking about is basically the best way I can evaluate myself since I've been on this carnivore diet, since I've been on this predominantly all meat diet. I've been doing pretty well on the all meat diet. I might have a few issues with the liquids I consume, not because they are bad. It's just because it's a possibility they can stall my weight loss or even bother me, but it's an education thing for me. So that's why, I'm not like a lot of other so-called carnivores that's really, down about just meat and water and salt. No, that's not me. I choose not to go that way. I like taste, and there's other things I still like, and you can do that type of carnivore that way. So the point is, this is my carnivore diet, which I just eat a lot of meat, ruminant meat. Not only ruminant meat, but I eat poultry, I eat fishes, I eat different things like that. I eat some dairies. And lots of eggs. My two biggest meals is probably eggs and ground beef. 80-20 ground beef. So, and I eat fishes like today. My breakfast today, this morning, was sausage, meatballs, Italian meatball sausage, which is pretty good, and eggs, of course. Today I average about 6 to 8. Sometimes I have ate a dozen large eggs before, but I had I ate about 8. Let me see, 5. Well, I just got to eat eggs, so that's 6, 7, 8. I ate about 10 eggs today. Almost a dozen of eggs, large eggs, today. And I had sausage. Then my second meal, I had lunch. I ate the rest of a chicken breast when I bought a roasted chicken from Jewel, so I ate the rest of the chicken breast. Wasn't a whole lot, so I felt I didn't eat enough because I usually just average out 2 meals a day. That's all I'd be wanting to eat because of the appetite suppressant being on this lifestyle of eating does. It's a beautiful thing because I don't be as hungry. I be very satisfied, and so I felt I didn't eat enough as calorie wise. Even though I don't count calories, I ate that chicken breast. So when I done something I usually haven't done in a long time, I ate pretty late. I ate around 10 something. Tonight when I got home tonight, took care of my dad and then fed him or whatever, and then I took care of myself. And I bought some whiting fish, a couple of slices of whiting fish. And I ate one of them tonight, which was very delicious, man. That whiting fish, a lot of carnivores will not recommend that because of the mercury. But if you eat it moderately, it's okay. I believe it's okay. So it all depends on the person. I ain't got a problem with it no more. I try not to think about that. But I ate some whiting fish besides salmon because I eat salmon and sardines because of less mercury and a lot of omega-3s. But I ate some whiting fish with, of course, what? Eggs. 4 eggs, made it up quick meals. I make quick meals, quick meals. And it was very delicious. So I ate 3 meals a day, something I don't do every day. But it was all protein and fat. No carbs. All protein and fat. Now, my drinks today was Diet Pepsi. I drank one of those, and I drank a sugar-free Zivia. Zivia is just a soda that's instead of sugar and aspartame, they use a stevia. So I drank a diet drink called stevia when it comes to sodas, And I drank my water, but I mainly drank my electrolytes today. So those was my drinks today. No coffee because I stopped the coffee for a while. I'm on a coffee stall for right now, so I'm not drinking coffee. And I'm not eating a lot of cheese. I'm not using creamers and stuff like that. And I see the difference of not drinking coffee and creamer. I see the difference that has a less effect on my stomach because my biggest problem now is my leaky gut. I have gut problems and I still consume a lot of gas, and a lot of that is still a battle with me because of certain foods I'm learning to eliminate and learning to add on. So we're going to get into that in the next few episodes since my time is running out. Of Body of Christ, Real Talk, Health Talk. Peace out.